Western Washington University Vikings. This is a winners bracket game with the Cougars defeating Cal State East Bay 9-1 and Western Washington winning 1-0 over Azusa Pacific yesterday during the opening day of the regional. Prior to today's game, we're going to meet the student athletes and coaches for both teams, introduce the umpires, and play the national anthem. And they'll play ball here at Viking Field for the first of a triple header here at NCAA Championships action. Here are the lineups. First, the non-starters in numerical order for Cal State San Marcos, the automatic qualifier out of the CCAA, which entered today's game with a 36-20 overall record. The non-starters for Cal State San Marcos: number 3, Marissa Morales; number 5, Dylan Collins; number 7, Kristen Horita; number 8, Lauren Deplich; number 10, Clarissa Munoz; number 12, Ellison Hazlitt; number 14, Brooklyn Yori; number 15, Dahlia Fink; number 22, Olivia Rivera; and number 42, Delaney Prater. Those are your Cal State San Marcos Cougars. Now here's the starting 9, led by fifth-year head coach Steph Ewing and assisted by A.J. Robinson and Shannon Lovelace and the athletic trainer Daniel Millara. Here are the starters for Cal State San Marcos. Leading off at first base, wearing number 23, Paige Donnelly. In left field, batting second, number 27, Madison Waymeyer. At shortstop, batting third, number 21, Anissa Arredondo. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, number 18, Jillian Albiante. The designated player, batting fifth, number 30, Savannah Coyle. In right field, batting sixth, number 20, Mackenzie Kessler. Catching and batting seventh, number 11, Gianna Lombardi. In center field, batting eighth, number 2, Czar Fleischman. And at second base, batting ninth, wearing number 1, Mackenzie Giuliano. Starting pitcher for the Cougars, right-hand pitcher, Jaylene Sloss, entering today's game with an 18-8 record and a 1.30 ERA. Those are your Cal State San Marcos Cougars. And now let's meet the Western Washington University Vikings, the automatic qualifier out of the GNAC, which entered today's game with a 43-7 overall record. The non-starters in numerical order: number 3, Rachel Traxler; number 4, Amaya Davis; number 7, Allie Kimball; number 9, Tiana Kong; number 10, Emily McCutcheon; number 11, Riley Anderson; number 12, Hanako Hirai; number 17, Evelyn Messina; number 18, Isabella Bay; number 20, Layla Carpenter; number 32, Alexis Slater; and number 99, Paris Delamagore. Those are your Vikings non-starters. And here's the starting 9 for the Vikings, led by 6th-year head coach Cheryl Gilmore and assistant coaches Serena Lavason, Leah Francis, and Forrest Longnecker, and the athletic trainer is Thomas Silverberger. Leading off at third base, number 8, Malia Andrews. Batting second in left field, number 2, Lexi Barkham. The shortstop, batting third, number 1, Haley Rath. Catching and batting cleanup, number 38, Emma Andrzejewski Ramirez. Batting fifth at first base, number 5, Ashley Jacobson. The designated player, batting sixth, number 22, Emily Paulson. Batting seventh at second base, number 15, Connie Patoy. Batting eighth in center field, number 16, Taylor Karami. Batting ninth in right field, number 14, McKenna Crum. Starting pitcher for the Vikings, right-handed pitcher, junior Joey Baker, enters today's game with a 12-3 record and a 2.24 ERA. Those are your Western Washington University Vikings. Umpire crew for today's first game is Tom Heaton behind the plate, Dennis Allen and Paul Hoy on the bases. Fans, at this time, we ask that you all please rise if able and remove your hats and direct your attention to the flag in right field near the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem. Let's play ball. First of a triple header here in NCAA Championships action at Viking Field.
Good morning and welcome back to Viking Field for day 2 of the 2024 NCAA Softball Championships. This is the West Regional in Bellingham, Washington. You're watching Vikings TV. I'm Zen Hill. Excited for this matchup here at a 10 a.m. game start time between Western Washington University, the host of the West Regional, and Cal State San Marcos, coming off of a huge dominant victory that was shortened in 5 innings against Cal State East Bay yesterday. The scores yesterday, Cal State San Marcos 9-1 over Cal State East Bay, and the Western Washington Vikings picked up a 1-0 victory over the Azusa Pacific Cougars in walk-off fashion, thanks to Allie Kimball's dominant performance in the circle and Connie Patoy's walk-off hit in the 7th inning. That's how we find ourselves in Game 3 of the tournament. Winner advances to the championship Saturday games, and the loser will have to play once more time today to try and keep their season alive. For the Cougars in the circle, it'll be Jaylene Sloss getting another start, back-to-back days for her. Vikings will send Joey Baker to the circle for the first time in the West Regional. It is what a powerful matchup these two teams will go at today. Cal State San Marcos representing the CCAA Conference champions, Western Washington University, the GNAC champions. Paige Donnelly will lead things off to start it for Cal State San Marcos. Donnelly, the junior, 363 hitter, and yesterday she had herself a home run against Cal State East Bay. Leadoff power threat. Her home run came in the 4th inning against the Pioneers. Joey Baker ready to start things off at day 2 of the West Regional. And the first pitch is a check swing strike from Joey Baker. Donnelly went too far, and it is strike 1. Joey Baker, right-handed pitcher, a junior for the Vikings. 2.24 ERA entering today. Has a 12-3 record in 26 starts. All her appearances have been starts. 0-1 pitch is too high and in for ball 1. Joey Baker threw 131 innings this season, struck out 110 batters while walking just 46, held batters to a 2.38 average. Fouled off for strike 2. Donnelly yesterday hit her 7th home run of the season. Finds herself at first base today. Lineup card looks exactly the same for Cal State San Marcos as it did yesterday. The Vikings as well, their only change being with Joey Baker. 1-2 from Baker, and she strikes her out looking for the first at-bat of the game, a backwards K for the strikeout pitcher Joey Baker. That's out number 1 in the top of the first. Western Washington, of course, the number 1 seed, being the host site here on the campus of Western Washington University. Cal State San Marcos, the number 4 seed. Off speed is tipped down foul for strike 1. Vikings found themselves in a pitcher's duel between Azusa Pacific of Sydney Sahar for the Cougars, and then for the Vikings, Allie Kimball, both pitchers going the complete way. Kimball had her 7th complete game of the year, 4th shutout. Joey Baker misses on that pitch. Joey Baker will look to follow up a performance by Kimball that allowed just 4 hits and had 5 strikeouts. Kimball walked just 1 batter as well. 1-1 from Baker. Looked away from Waymeyer. Madison Waymeyer at the plate, the left fielder for the Cougars in her junior season. Waymeyer did not pick up a hit yesterday, but was hit by a pitch and reached on a walk as well. That one breaks in the top area of the zone, but not enough clipping. It'll be ball 3. 3-1 count to Waymeyer. Hitter's green light for the 343 average batter. That one taken high and in for ball 4. Joey Baker surrenders a walk in the first inning, and Waymire gets to first base with 1 out.
The shortstop, number 21, Anissa Arredondo.
Anissa Arredondo, player of the game for Cal State San Marcos as far as hitters go yesterday, with 2 for 3, had 4 RBI thanks to a bases clearing triple, which broke open the game for Cal State San Marcos in the 9-1 victory over Cal State East Bay. First pitch swinging is fouled off by Arredondo. The junior Arredondo enters today with a .349 batting average. Her 4 RBI yesterday brought her total up to 22 on the season. Runner on first, 1 out to the right-handed batter. Taken down the middle for strike 2, and Baker finds herself ahead 0-2 in this count. When Baker gets ahead of your batter, it is a dangerous situation. Of course, I mentioned her 110 strikeouts. That leads the Vikings. And that one is taken high for ball 1 of the at-bat. Albiati waiting on deck for Cal State San Marcos. Likely will see a plate appearance pending a double play. That one popped up and back out of play. Arredondo fights it up but remains behind 1-2. Baker in a 1-2 has already struck out 1 today. Throws a pitch low to even it up 2-2. The game following this one will be Azusa Pacific and Cal State East Bay, scheduled to start at 12:30. And the final game of today, which will feature the loser of this and the loser of the winner of game 2 today, will start at 3 o'clock. This one popped up, staying in play. Andrew Jeske Ramirez has a play on it, but left it over her head. Maybe Jacobson calling her off, and they missing out there in foul territory. Miscommunication on the pop fly. Vikings looking for their second out. 1 strikeout, 1 walk for Joey Baker. Waymire patiently on first with 1 out in the top of the first inning. Runner goes, Arredondo fouls it off, and Waymire will have to trot back. Waymire is 3rd on this team in steals. Not a surprise that we saw her take off there. She is 9 for 10 on stolen bases. Stole a base yesterday in the 4th inning when she reached on a hit by pitch. And then also advanced to 3rd on a pass ball and eventually scored. Runner stays this time. Arredondo sees it high, and it's a full count. Good at bat here for Anissa Arredondo. Joey Baker in danger of walking back-to-back batters. Payoff pitch from Baker. Runner goes, and they will be there safely because that's a walk. Arredondo, a fought-off at-bat. Had a pop fly in the infield in foul territory that was not grabbed by Vikings defenders. And back-to-back walks puts runners on first and second. Albiati now up for the Cougars. Yesterday, Albiati hit her 5th home run of the year. The sophomore is batting .305. Off speed, low at the feet for ball 1. Just 1 out in the top of the first. Cal State San Marcos trying to strike early. 1-0. Hit hard up in the air, left center field. It's going to stay in the yard for Taylor Karami. Runner thinking about tagging and now returns back to second. Good throw in from the center fielder. Second out of the first with 2 on. Albiati flies out to Taylor Karami. That brings up the designated player, Savannah Coyle.
Designated player, number 30, Savannah Coyle.
He's a two-way junior. Jaylene Sloss getting the start in the circle means that Coyle will return to her designated player position. Left-handed batter at the dish right now for Cal State San Marcos. Coyle, a 348 hitter. First pitch was away. Other side of the West Regional right now featuring Cal State Dominguez Hills and Northwest Nazarene playing. They're currently out in Nampa, Idaho. First is Northwest Nazarene on the far side of the West Region. Baker behind 2-0. In the consolation side of things, Concordia University Irvine is scheduled to play at St. Martin's in Game 2 out in Nampa. And we will have a meeting here from Andrew Jeske Ramirez and Joey Baker. Baker looks a little off with her command early on. Joey Baker having her best season of her career this year for the Vikings and has been a really reliable starter to go, whether it's the full distance or enough where they can have Kana Kong come out of the bullpen and finish games strongly. Baker has pitched in 8 complete games, has the most innings pitched by any Vikings pitcher by a long way as well. Right now in the first inning, some bumps to her start. Not exactly the way she wanted to start her West Regional performance, but is not allowed to hit. Just 2 walks are the runners. There is 2 outs and a chance to get out of it. 2-0, got to hit the strike zone, and that one is fouled off for strike 1. Coyle looks at that high and away. 3-1 count. Walk would load the bases with Mackenzie Kessler on deck for Cal State San Marcos. Coyle has 7 walks on the year. Low total, can add to it. This one bounced in play. Jacobson has it herself and unassisted will touch her own bag to strand 2 for Cal State San Marcos. Joey Baker gets out of a jam in the first inning. Vikings coming up on offense.
Moving off the bottom of the first inning for Western Washington, the third baseman, number 8, Malia
Bottom
Andrews.
of the first inning here at Viking Field in the NCAA Division II West Regional. Bellingham, Washington, and the Western Washington Vikings hosting their first ever NCAA games here. They selected as the host team, picked up their first NCAA tournament victory yesterday since 2017. Malia Andrews to lead things off against Jaylene Sloss, the ace of this San Marcos team. First pitch is inside to the leadoff freshman, Malia Andrews. Andrews second on the team in batting average with a .346. Her on-base percentage leads the Vikings at a .451. Aileen Sloss misses on back-to-back pitches inside, this time outside. And it's 2-0 to the third baseman. Aileen Sloss, after yesterday's performance, although going 5 complete innings in a post-game interview, mentioned that she didn't feel like she had the control she would have liked in the circle. Nonetheless, still picked up 6 strikeouts against the Pioneers. Finds the strike zone on her third pitch of the game. Sloss in 5 innings gave up 5 hits, 1 earned run, walked 1 batter, hit 2, and of course had those 6 strikeouts. 2-1, Andrews late swing, drifting foul in left field. Was the 14th complete game by Jaylene Sloss. 18-8 record for the right-handed pitcher, a 1.30 ERA. Has thrown 182 2/3 innings with 117 strikeouts. Cal State San Marcos has a very talented pitching staff. Jaylene Sloss, after only going 5 innings, likely will see a chunk of the start. We could see a rotation of pitchers enter for the Cougars. 3-2 count to Malia Andrews, doing what she does, working her count, fouling off pitches, trying to reach base and get offense started for Western Washington. Swung on, hit to left